Good evening, good evening, good evening. I know that this is a late night for some of you that are joining me. You just got your Executive Edge podcast, but I am once again live with our business alert. This was something that I had prepared to do on yesterday, but I was unable to go live due to other reasons on yesterday. But I do want to welcome you in. Greetings. I am Dr. Jamel D. Carter, the president and CEO of the Kayannus Consulting Group, where we are a full service educational and management consulting practice where we assist organizations align human capital with organizational strategy. We have a variety of services available to you and your team, such as executive coaching, human resources and organizational development consulting, market research, as well as our intensive boot camps, such as nonprofit formation, business growth, grant writing, fundraising, and advancement. In addition, we offer growth circles, which are intimate groups for leaders to come together for professional development, peer encouragement, and up-to-date best practices and research. Join a growth circle today. We have growth circles for CEOs, entrepreneurs, pastors, executive directors, and educational leaders. I do want to point out that each growth circle is limited to 12 members. We want to keep it, like I said, an intimate number of people to come together. And so you don't have to worry about being overlooked or your issues not coming to the forefront in the growth circle if you're thinking about exploring one. This is your business alert for Tuesday, November 30th. Your source for breaking news, information, trends, and commentary, all designed to assist you in both life and career. I invite you to like, follow, subscribe, and comment, as well as share. In addition, if you're on social media, I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Dr. JD Carter. That is Dr. JD Carter, DRJD Carter, CARTER. And hopefully we will connect sometime soon. Moving to some business stories that I'm sure you probably have heard of. If not, I will go ahead and share them with you. The Office of Management and Budget is telling some federal agencies that they can delay firing their employees who refuse to get vaccinated until after the holidays. Currently, it has been articulated from the federal government that 96.5% of employees are in compliance with the mandate. I do think the decision not to fire anyone before the holidays is a positive decision being made by those who have the authority to make these decisions. Definitely, there is litigation. There are several lawsuits concerning mandates. It's going to be right now, no one knows how it's going to play out in the courts. The Biden administration appears to feel that they have the ability to enforce these mandates. Definitely, I do think it's important that you understand that this mandate is for those that are employed as employees in the federal government. This is separate from the other mandates that they were trying to usher in via OSHA. And I say that because I know that there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of information out there that can come out as being conflicting. But I do think when you're looking at news that is rapidly changing, it is imperative that if you are a small business owner, if you're unable to stay updated, that you tune into places and sources like this business alert, or you do your due diligence and bring on a consultant, a lawyer, maybe even an accountant to make sure that you are up to date in terms of how things may change and impact your business going into 2022 with all of these changes that are being proposed by various entities agencies, state and local, federal governments. It can be very complicated. So make sure you're doing your due diligence and not getting lost in all the changes that are occurring. On yesterday, it was announced that Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has stepped down. He has been replaced by Parag Agrawal, who's taking on the helm of leadership at Twitter. I do think there was a lot of scandal that was going on with Twitter. I do think their decision on last year to essentially kick the former president off of its platform brought a lot of undue stress to the brand, to the organization. And I think it was time for Jack Dorsey to step down. I'm not quite sure how things will change, especially when you're promoting someone from within. I think many times when you do that, there's not any drastic changes one should expect. I do think it's going to be status quo, but in the meantime, shares of Twitter, last report I saw was down 19% year to year. And I think that is a result of, a lot of the controversy that came its way with people feeling that they were censoring opinions that went contrary to the prevailing opinions of those that worked at the company. It's going to be, we'll just take a wait and see approach to see how the new leadership team will function and to see if they can bring Twitter some positive headlines and public relations now that you have this change in its leadership. There has been a U.S. entrepreneur boom. And many of this is a result of many individuals seeking flexibility or escape from corporate bureaucracies. Employees have discovered their inner entrepreneur and what's going on. And you're seeing a lot of people are starting companies as consultants, retailer, small business. It's really people saying, you know what, life is too short. I want to spend time with my family and friends. And I'm not going to sell my soul to an organization that may or may not care for me. We do wish all of those who have bit the apple to start their own business well. Definitely, if you're having trouble, if you are having issues managing and navigating the waters, our team of experts at the Kayannus Consulting Group are always here to help and assist you in thriving. And you can contact our offices at 1-800-418-5350. Moving to the next story I want to highlight is organized retail thefts continue. This is something that we saw over the holidays as a lot of people were engaging in the smash and grabs, going into stores, smashing windows and displays and taking products out. What's being said is that a lot of these people that are engaging in these practices are going home and reselling these stolen goods online. And now, there are calls for politicians to step up and protect local area employers. And so I think one of the ways in which you can do this is look at how do you best serve your local businesses. You have to protect their interests. You have to make sure that they're safe. You have to make sure that they're getting the job done. And the best way to do this is that, you have to tighten up on what's happening when you have people that are doing things that are out of hand. And, I understand that last year there were changes to the bail system in various states because they did not want a lot of people congregated in the prison system. But there are stories and reports that things have been made so easy for criminals that, they're going into stores and they're ripping these stores off. And I think what this can do, it can lead to people losing their jobs because businesses, if they cannot turn a profit, if their cost of insurance are going to skyrocket because they're losing product, that may result in more and more people losing their jobs. So I do think that leaders who are making these decisions have to be wise and make decisions that are in the best interest of all their citizens. And I do pray that, business leaders will make sound decisions when it comes to jobs and the safety of their employees. As leaders, it's important to note that you will face battles daily. People will struggle. People will have bouts with fear and discomfort and regret and opposition. But whatever may be going on currently in your career or with your organization, it's important to remember that you belong to the King. And and him being your friend, know that he has your back. He's not going to put more on you than you can bear. Stay persistent, stay diligent, and trust that God has a divine plan and purpose for you. Thought-provoking question that I would like to end with on this alert is, what actions have you taken over the past 120 days to improve your career progression? And how would you benefit from upsetting the status quo? One of the things that I highlighted in the executive edge that I went live with earlier is that as a leader, you have to be willing to stand. You're going to have to be willing to take risk. You're going to have to be willing to volunteer for projects and committees. A lot of people in corporate America, even in both the private and public sector, are looking for leaders. But the sad part is very few people are willing to stand up and take leadership positions because they are afraid of failure. So if you're wanting to make or take an action to improve your career progression, don't be afraid to step up. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion. Stop playing it safe, because when you play it safe and you continue down what has been popular, if you continue down with the status quo, chances are you're going to not get what you truly deserve. If you want promotion, if you want people to look at you in a certain light, be willing to step up. Take bold action. Be bold. Be courageous. And I'm sure you will begin to see things evolve for you when it comes to your career. I do want to remind you that we at the Kayannus Consulting Group have a team of coaches and consultants that are always available to assist you and your organization, help you align your human capital with your organizational strategy. We're always, like I said, available for a no-fee consultation. You can contact our offices at 1-800-418-5350. Once again, that number is 1-800-418-5350. I hope you have found this alert to be helpful and positive to you and to your family. Take care. Be blessed. If you have not had an opportunity to read or to watch the Executive Edge podcast, do go and watch it. And it's good to see. It appears that my auntie is watching our business alert. Good to see you there. And definitely thank you for your continued prayers and support. Take care. God bless. We will see you soon.